And we're gonna do our thing. So let's come on over to our mats, and we're gonna put the ball between our legs just to get everything kind of, a little bit more alive here. Squeezing the ball, rolling down. And let's start with 3 deep breaths. Inhale and release on the exhale. And just notice your back as you're doing this. And let's start to press the low back down. Squeezing the navel in, the belly in, and releasing. And do a few pelvic tilts. And notice as you're squeezing the ball how it's waking up the hips and the legs. And the next time we're going to bring the hips up and reach the arms up. And if your shoulders are tight, just a little bit wider. And we'll do a few more. And let's do one more, and we're going to hold the arms and the hips up and breathe. Let's take some deep breaths here as we squeeze the hands and then release. Keep lifting a little bit higher. And one more breath. And let's roll the hips down, arms out in a T. And roll the knees over to the right and start to breathe a little bit more deeper into the spine and the hips. Just feel that beautiful twist. One more breath. And let's go to the other side, waking up the spine. And one more breath. And we're going to come back to the center. Let's put our hands behind our head and do our regular crunches and lift and lower. And 2 more like this. And then we're going to reach the legs up next time. Lift the chest up, bend and tap the feet down and keep going. And 2 more like this. And then we're going to take the legs up again, and let's lift our right elbow up and toward the opposite leg, and then the other side, and just do a few of these, feeling that stretch through the torso and the back. And use the breath. And one more time to each leg. And then we're going to put our feet back down, bring the arms down. Let's roll the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades a little bit closer and the hips lift a little higher. And squeeze the ball at the same time. So we're really activating the legs, the glutes and the hips. And then we're going to bring the hips back down and switch the ball from the knees to the back as we lift up again. And we're going to keep the arms down and bring the legs 90 degrees, squeeze them together. And then let's see if we can balance here. We're going to bring the elbows just goalpost or bring them a little closer. See if you can open and close the arms as you're balancing. We're not moving the legs yet. We're just keeping them stationary just to kind of stabilize the hips. And now we're ready to add on. So as the elbows come in, the knees go out. And keep going. We'll do a few more. Keep the arms steady. One more. And then we're going to take the arms over the head. And the legs are coming out, straight out and in, elbows toward the thighs. And let's do a few more. We're not lifting the torso up. We're just bringing the elbows toward our outer legs. So we're getting the hang of this balance thing. Let's do a couple more. Always good to have a challenge. And we're going to see if we can lift the torso up as we bring the elbows to the legs and then back over the head. Just give it a try for a few more. So the shoulder blades are pressing down. And then one more. And let's come into our happy baby. Just release the back and breathe. And press the hips down into the ball. So there's a little bit more lengthening as you breathe. And then we're going to go into our Baddha Konasana, feet together. And 3 more breaths. And then let's put our feet down on the mat. We're going to roll the hips up again. Give the back a little bit more of a stretch this way. 3 breaths. And then put the back down on the ball again. We're going to lift the legs straight up. Just kind of feel the difference and point and flex the feet. And then make circles with the feet. And then circle in the opposite direction. And now we're going to open the legs out, flexing the feet and slowly close. And do a few more slowly so you really feel this opening and lengthening. And this time we're going to add on and reach the arms through the legs and then over the head as the legs close. And go back into this balancing, slowly feeling the balance through the whole body. And one more. And then let's take our arms over our head and we're going to take one leg down, pointing the toes, and then the other. And if you don't like the arm position, another option is to bring the arms down by stretching them out in front of you and lifting up. You could do that, just see what feels good. And then we're going to put our feet back down on the mat and roll the hips up. And let's take another few breaths. And then we're going to bring the back down to the mat. Let's cross the right foot over the left thigh and roll the legs over to the left. If you can grab a hold of your ankle, reach the right arm out and roll the shoulder blade down. And a couple more breaths. Really good. Let's come back to the center and uncross and switch. Left foot over the right thigh, roll the legs over there to the right as you hold the right ankle and reach the left arm out. Big breath in and out. And one more breath. And let's slowly come back to the center and we're going to uncross. Now we're going to walk the feet and the legs together and lift up, squeezing everything. And let's see if we can come off of the heels. We're going to lift and lower 5 times as we squeeze the thighs together. And one more. And let's roll all the way down and over to the side. And we're going to come on up. And let's sit in our straddle pose, just like we were on the ball. And we're going to lengthen the spine upwards, hands to our heart. And twist the upper body to the right. And then over to the left. And to the center, and then reach the arms forward and just hinging a little bit more as you press the sits bones down. And then we're going to walk our arms to the right leg and breathe, keeping the left hip down. And then over to the other leg. And we're going to come back to the center. Let's take our right hand down and left arm over. So we're going to lengthen here, rolling the chest open. Left hip is pressing down. Breathe into the ribs. And then we're going to the other side. So creating a little bit more length. And one more breath. And let's come back to the center. And we're going to bring the legs, so bend the legs, bring them over to the left like you're sitting in a little, it's not exactly a pretzel. But we're going to do a little bit of a twist here to the right. And lengthen the whole spine. And start to walk the arms over to the right a little bit more. The left hip is lifting. And come into a deeper twist as you reach your fingers forward. And now we're going to come to the center and switch our legs over there to the right, just bending them. Kind of like you're a mermaid sitting on a rock. And let's lengthen as we twist to the left. First of all, just feeling that length. And when you're ready, let's reach the arms over there even more as you let the right hip open and breathe. And then we're going to come back to the center and let's put our legs in crisscross applesauce and just feel hands to our heart, roll the shoulders down. We're going to reach the arms up over our head so palms are together over our head. Lean to the right, keep the left hip down. Take a deep breath and then over to the left. And coming back to the center, right hand down to the mat. And as the left arm comes over, roll the chest open. Keep reaching. And then we're going to the other side. Same thing, reaching that arm over there, rolling the chest open. And we're going to come to the center and hinging forward again, letting the head relax. And see if you could do a few seated cat-cows, just reaching the chest forward, feeling that in your back. And a couple more. We're going to walk the arms to the right. And then over to the left. And then to the center. Let's come on over now, hands and knees. And instead of cat-cows, we're going to curl the toes under, lift the hips up, come up on your toes, and then bend the knees. They almost touch the mat. We're going to do a few more. So it's like a bigger cat-cow. And let's do one more. And this time we're going to bring the knees down and sit back on our heels in a child's pose. And walk the arms to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. Let's come into our puppy pose. And feel that lengthening in the mid-back as you roll your shoulder blades together. We're going to come forward to a half-arm plank. And start to feel the legs lengthen, the heels lengthen behind you. Another few breaths. And down into sphinx, release the feet for 3 breaths. And let's come back to the child's pose. And then downward dog. And feel the lengthening in the spine. We're going to walk to the top of our mat. And just bend and straighten the legs, chest to thigh. Look through the legs if you can, finding a little bit more length. And then we're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. arms out and up. And then arms all the way up, we're gonna lean to the right and then over to the left. Just feel that lengthening. Back to the center and hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right and to the left. Back to the center, right knee up. Stand on the left foot and hold. And let's switch, right foot down, left knee up. And then put the left foot down. Now we're going to take our right foot out in front of us, pointing the toes. Let's lift the leg up, lower it down 5 times, pointing the toe. One more. And then right foot down, take a breath. And switch, pointing our left toes, lift and lower the leg 5 times, standing up tall. And one more. And left foot down. Let's inhale the arms up. Forward fold. We're going to step the right leg back for our lunge. And just hold here, chest to thigh, looking down. Stretching through the back of the right leg. And then we're stepping back, downward dog. Right leg lifts up. Let's step the leg forward. And the left. We're going to come halfway up. Forward fold and come all the way up. This time, goalpost arms, lengthen the spine. Let's lift the right knee up, bring the left elbow to the right leg, just give it a little twist here. Back to the center, right foot down and switch. Left knee up, twist to the left. And then back to the center and left foot down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back and we're just going to look down and lengthen the left leg. One more breath. Now step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up, forward fold, and inhale up. And exhale, hands to our heart. Really good. Let's lift the right knee up. We're going to hold underneath the right thigh. Roll the shoulders down. And then right foot down and switch. Holding underneath the left thigh. Take another breath. And then put the foot down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back. Take a deep breath. And now we're going to lift the left arm up in our twist. And come back to down dog. Right leg lifts up and steps forward. And then the left. Let's try our Utkatasana here. Come deeper into the hips. And then we're going to come all the way up and reach the arms up and come up on your toes. And another deep breath. And then down on our heels, hands to our heart. Take a deep breath. Feel the lengthening in the spine. And we're going to inhale up, forward fold, and the left leg steps back. Now we're going to reach the right arm up in our twist and come back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward, and the right, and forward fold. Release the head. And then Utkatasana, come deeper into the hips. Twist to the right, cross the arm over. And then over to the left. Back to Utkatasana. And we're going to come all the way up, reaching up again over our head. Come up on the toes. And a couple of breaths. And then down on our heels, hands to our heart. We're going to lift the right knee up and do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 3, right leg back. And here we go. We're going to come in that forward fold. Fingertips down, so we're in a deeper forward fold with that leg up. Can we come back up to warrior 3? Why not? And then step the right leg forward. One more breath. And now lifting the left knee up and doing our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then into our warrior 3, left leg back. And coming down in our forward fold with the leg up. On our fingertips, release the head. And then you know what we're going to do. We're going to come back up to warrior 3 and step the left leg forward and take a deep breath. And then we're going to inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Let's step back to our plank, a regular plank. And just roll the shoulders down, extend through the heels. Come into downward dog. Let's lift the right leg up. We're going to come back to plank and take another couple of breaths with that leg up. Back to dog, put the right foot down and switch. Left leg lifts up, forward to plank, hold. Come back to our 3-legged dog and left foot down. And then back to plank and chaturanga all the way down. And 5 cobras, hands off the mat. And one more. And let's take our arms over our head and roll the shoulders down. We're going to bend the right leg and lift and lower and keep going, working the hip and the leg. And then 5 more. And put the right leg down, bending the left. Let's do the same thing, lifting and lowering. and 5 more. And then left leg comes down. Let's come back to Sphinx so we could really breathe into the belly and the ribs. Now we're going to clasp the hands here, come back to our half arm plank. Come into dolphin, walking the feet forward, and we're on our toes again, releasing the head as we press the forearms down. And then let's come into our child's pose, releasing and breathing. And we're going to sit up on our heels and lengthen, rolling the shoulders down. Feel your spine. Let's twist to the right. And then twist to the left. We're going to come to the center, hands down by our feet, and lift the hips up and stretch through the back. Breathing deeply. And one more breath. And sitting back on the heels. And let's bring our hands to our heart and take 3 breaths. And now we're going to come back to hands and knees. And let's take our right leg behind us, bird dog, left arm in front. And just hold here and lengthen. And we're going to switch, knee and hand down and left leg back, right arm in front. And then bring that down. And let's lift our arms up a little, back bend, opening the heart and the throat. Really good. We're going to come back to hands and knees and then into downward dog, lifting the hips up. 3 breaths. Let's lift our right leg up, step the leg forward, come up in our high lunge, reaching the arms up, and take our palms together over our head, just like we did before. And breathe. And then release the arms as we twist to the right, crossing the elbow over the leg, hands together. And then reaching the arms back up for our high lunge. Take another breath. And let's come back to down dog. And then we're going to try it on the other side. Left leg lifts up, stepping forward into our high lunge. And the arms come up and it palms together over our head. And breathe. And release the hands as we twist to the left and cross the right arm over the left thigh, hands together. Now we're going to inhale back up to our high lunge, arms up. Deep breath. And then downward dog. And let's walk to the top of our mat. And hold our elbows in our forward fold. And we're going to keep holding our elbows for Utkatasana. 3 breaths. And then releasing and coming all the way up. Looking up, hands to our heart. And let's come into dancer. We're going to lift the right leg up and hold the right foot. Left arm up. And then warrior 3, right leg back. To warrior 1, reaching up for 3 breaths. Arms reach forward, right hand down, left arm up. And then both arms up with our palms together. And then we're going to clasp our hands and come into humble warrior. Release the head. And into our back bend. And we're going to come into warrior 1, reaching the arms up. And step forward and take a deep breath in Tadasana. And then let's try dancer as we lift the left leg up and hold the left foot, right arm up. And then warrior 3, left leg back. And warrior 1, step the leg back, arms up for 3 breaths. And reaching forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And both arms up, palms together. Opening the heart. And then clasping our hands behind us for humble warrior. And one more breath. Let's come up into our back bend, opening the throat. And then arms reach out and up, warrior 1. And we're going to step forward and we're back in Tadasana. Let's inhale up, forward fold, step back, downward dog. And just feel that lengthening as you roll the shoulders down. And we're going to lift the right leg up, warrior 2. And then reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And let's reach both arms over in our side angle pose over to the right. We're going to take the right fingers down on the inside or just hover the hand there. And see if you can lengthen as you roll the chest open. And one more breath. Let's come back to our reverse pose. Left arm down, right arm up. And then warrior two, Trikonasana, and then back up. We're not going to do our half moon today. I can hear you cheering. And arms up over our head. We're going to clasp our hands, lean to the right, finding a little bit more length. And then over to the left. And back to the center, releasing the hands in our forward fold. Legs go side to side if you wish, or hold and breathe. And one more breath. And let's come all the way back up. Another little back bend, reaching up and turning our foot out to the left, warrior two. And then reverse, right arm down, left arm up. Now let's take both arms over to the left, and we're reaching as well as rolling the chest open. Now we're going to slide the left fingers down on the inside of the foot. Keep reaching, rolling the chest open. One more breath. And here we go, back to reverse. And then warrior two. Trikonasana, straightening the leg. And we're coming back up. This time, let's reach the arms up. And then we're going to hold our hands behind us. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, looking up. Forward fold. And take 3 more breaths. And we're coming back up. Let's reach the arms up for another back bend. And come into goddess, turning the feet out. And we're going to do eagle arms. So just cross one elbow over the other. And lift the arms up and down just 3 times. Feeling that stretch through the shoulder. And then uncrossing and switching the arms, the other elbow over. And same thing. Lift and lower. And one more. And then release the arms, goalpost. Feel the chest opening. Inhale up. Come back to down dog. And take 3 breaths. And then forward to our up dog. So you could stay on your toes and look up, or you could switch to come to the top of your feet and look up. And then put the knees down. Let's come back to child's pose. And we're going to sit up again on our heels. Twist to the right. And then twist to the left. Back to the center. And let's come back to our child's pose, reaching forward. Downward dog. We're going to walk to the top of our mat and take a deep breath in our forward fold. And let's come all the way up and hands to our heart. And now we're going to do our big toe pose. So left foot down. Let's see if we can grab a hold of the right big toe. Reach the leg out and left arm out. And one more breath. And then we're going to release, right foot down. And let's hold the left big toe. Switching sides, right arm out for balance. And then left foot down. And we're just going to come back into an easy forward fold. Release the head, release the spine. Breathe into the back. One more breath. And let's come into our squat. And now we're going to release the hips. And just let the head come down and breathe into the back. And a couple more deep breaths. And let's come on down on our back. And we're going to start by bringing our knees to our chest and just relax here. Feel the weight of the hips and the back pressing into the mat as you roll the hips, making circles, and go in the opposite direction. And let's come into happy baby. And feel free to close your eyes so you could feel your body and the release of any tension. Now we're going to bring the feet back down to the mat. Let's roll the legs to the right in an easy spinal twist and breathe however it's comfortable. Notice where the breath is in your body. And then we're going to roll the legs to the other side, over to the left. Same thing, just adjust so your body can release any tension in this twist. And one more breath. So let's come back to the center with the legs. We're going to roll the hips up again and walk the shoulder blades closer together, and notice the difference in your spine. And one more breath. Let's come all the way down on our back for our final pose of Shavasana. Palms facing up, and just feel your body now. Feel the difference. The circulation of energy all the way through your body. As your head presses down, shoulders release. Each arm and finger releases any tension. Feeling the softness in your throat area, the openness in your heart, in your chest. And notice how the breath comes into the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest, the hips, the thighs, the calf muscles, the ankles, the feet. Release any tension. Feel the whole right side of your body. And then feel the left side of your body. Now feel the whole body as the energy flows through your body. We're going to bring our attention to our forehead, to the right jaw and the left jaw, and the thyroid area, to the heart center, to the navel area, the solar plexus region, the right leg and the left leg, the right shoulder and the left shoulder, the right elbow, the left elbow, the right wrist, the left wrist, the right hand, the left hand, back to the heart center. And as you're breathing in and out, feeling the whole body breathing, Mother Earth supporting us as we wish ourselves good health and harmony, peace for our homes and families and communities, and our brothers and sisters everywhere. We're going to inhale more deeply and begin to wiggle our fingers and toes. And let's reach our arms up for a deep stretch and roll to the side. And we're going to come on up to our seated position. And gently bring the hands to the heart to seal in the practice today together. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. So glad you were here.
Thank you, Marian. That was lovely.
Thanks so much for coming. I will figure out the Arquetta thing maybe someday.
Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Have
Bye.
a wonderful time in Iceland, Marian.
Oh, thank you. Carol, I sent you something about bringing your socks.
I did. Don't worry about them. Do it when you get back.
Oh no, I can walk over there. It's no big.
It's raining.
Oh well. Okay.
So just don't worry about it. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Have a wonderful time, Marian.
Yes,
Everybody.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
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 Bye.